experience. And definitely Rush was a big part of that. I really love their first album. Working Man is like a rock anthem for the ages, one of my favorites. I am a fan of Neil Peart and Rush. I'm not 100% a fan of Geddy Lee as a vocalist.
Okay.
I hope I don't get hate mail for that, but I'm just being real.
That's fair enough. I mean, you'll never be on my show again, but
Yikes!
No. Everybody's entitled. That's okay.
But that first album was really, really great, and you know, it was interesting to me because on that first album, his voice didn't sound the way it did later. I feel like they must have had a producer or somebody in the room, you know, really kind of forcing him to sing in a certain way that I didn't hear him sing again. And I'm a huge fan of all their stuff. I really love all their instrumentals, YYZ. I mean, I'm a big Rush fan actually, but it's just funny because I think that certain artists, once they get past that freshman album, they don't have somebody there to kind of check them and kick them the way they did before. Because you know, once you got a hit, you're not going to get kicked like that anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that actually kind of limited Rush in a way, is in my opinion, and I say that as a fan and respectfully. So.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, you know, they've been around a long time. I've probably seen Rush seriously. I mean, I say hundreds and hundreds of times. Probably around 30 times I've seen Rush.
Wow.
And
lucky.
Yeah,
you were lucky.
I could just never get enough of them.
Yeah.
So let's do some unplugged on the rock real quickly. Ryan, what kind of music do you play here?
I literally play everything. So I didn't know exactly that I was jumping into the rock den here, so I've kind of tailored my set list tonight to do the rock.
Okay.
I'm going to do one of my favorite songs that's not strictly rock. It's more kind of a blues song, and it's kind of silly and fun, but then we'll get serious and I'll play some serious rock. Because you guys like to rock, I'm going to rock for you.
We like to rock.
Yeah.
Star especially.
Yeah.
The rockers.
You guys are rockers, for sure, yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing Spicoli for trade.
I mean, even the shirts, the shirts. There's like
we got a rock, right?
We got a Rush shirt, we got Spicoli.
Everything here going. Yeah, you gotta love it. All right, Ryan, let's start you off right now. And after your pal with the first song, we'll have started some more rapping out with you here, and we'll get you another tune in, and just take it from there.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me, by the way. Thank you.
Got it. This is Unplugged on the Rock here on 101.5 K-Rock, your Hawaii's rock station.
On the tram, me and my body, we have always been friends. There's a way to play from head to toe. Sometimes you just have to lose them clothes. You might be skinny, you might be fat. Don't need a shirt, don't need pants. Feeling breeze can make you feel alive. Take it all off and let's go for a ride. Start the party by yourself or find a friend and lend some help. The more you lose, the more the fun. So go ahead and jump that gun. The flies are down, the pennies too. It's time to party in your birthday suit. Feeling breeze can make you feel alive. Take it all off and let's go for a ride. Get naked, take off your clothes. Get naked, let everything show. Get naked, take off your clothes. Get naked and let everything go. The clothes are off, the party's wild. Everybody dance, everybody smile, hand to thigh and thigh to hip. Everybody sway, everybody dip. You can grab him, you can grab her. Everywhere is skin and fur. Feeling breeze can make you feel alive. Take it all off and let's go for a ride. Get naked, take off your clothes. Get naked, let everything. Get naked and let everything
I don't think there's anything wrong with getting naked and taking off your clothes.
No, not at all.
Unplugged on the rock here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little weird. We're all dudes in here, so.
No, we do need. I was going to mention one of my friends, Amber Ritchie. She has naked dancing parties. She's been doing it for about 16 years. I need to get you over there and play.
I'm in, but we can't talk about it ahead of time. But I'm in.
Of course, yeah.
It's got to be a surprise visit.
So tell me a little bit about, I heard that song when we were out at Cyan Paradise too, and I really liked it. Tell me a little bit about that tune.
So this one I wrote a long time ago. I tend to write some pretty dark stuff, actually. A lot of my stuff is really dark. And so, but I play a lot of parties. It's funny because I've always been in these bands that were really heavy party bands. Like, if you ever went and saw the Leprechauns or the Green Jacket or the Rogue Rebellion, I mean, we played big, giant parties. That's what we did. And, slamming subwoofers and everybody dancing. I mean, we were real dance bands. But, meanwhile, my lyrics are super dark. So at one point, I don't know, maybe a decade ago, I started writing some more silly kind of upbeat stuff. And so Get Naked was one of those, and I never really liked it. But then I came up with that G blues riff a couple of years ago, and now it's one of my favorite ones to play. I want to play it all the time.
Yeah, it really has kind of like a rockabilly type feel to it.
Yeah.
And definitely get the chicks up shaking. Yeah, shaking the ass.
I think maybe 2 years ago, I was living at this beach house in Encinitas, California. I don't know if you've ever been there. Really great place, and we were playing. I was playing at these pool parties like all the time. So everybody's basically in their bathing suit already. And I would wait to play that one to the end of the second set or maybe the beginning of the third set. And generally it has a desired effect.
I can see that. Yeah.
So do you actually have some recorded material, like streaming wise, like iTunes or anything like that, or?
I have 7 published albums that you can download for free on my website, rhymusic.com. That includes solo work that I've done, solo work that I did in the studio where I'm like playing an entire orchestra, because I also play violin, viola, and cello and stuff like that. And also cuts from all of my bands that made it. I've had more than one Jealous X delete stuff off my hard drive, so I'm going to throw that out there. but a lot of the good stuff has made it over the years, and I've got all of that up on my website, rhymusic.com. So.
Yeah, I did check out your website, and it doesn't look like it's a Wix kind of thing. It actually looks like it was done professionally.
So, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you got another song on deck for us. What are you going to play for us next?
Well, I guess since this is a rock station and a rock show, I should do one of my rockin' ones. This song's called The Short End. It's one of my oldest songs. This was the big hit for a band that I was in called the Clydesdale Jockeys, and then later it was a big hit for my band, the Green Jacket, and then later we played it in the Rogue Rebellion. It was one of the hits, and I co-wrote this with Anthony Nino, who was the bass player for the Leprechauns for a long time, also in the Clydesdale Jockeys. Really good teammate as far as quality control. He's the one who's like, no, go get another take. That take wasn't good enough. Go get another take. Or like, no, that song's just not good enough. Cut it, fix it, something. And anyway, I co-wrote this one with him. It's called The Short End. And I changed the lyrics to be a little bit more about like romantic relationships. But in reality, I wrote it after a good friend of mine was brutally murdered. So it's more about the fact that I was never going to hear her voice on the phone or get another email from her, and she was a really good friend of mine, not of romantic interest at all, but it's more about that. So anyway, here's the song.
Awesome.
I'm spending my time riding some round, driving around. I do what I want, you do you please, I won't make a sound. When I'm drunk, I think about you again. When I'm stoned, I wish we were ball. When I'm drunk, I think about you again. When I'm stoned, I wish we were different. I get up early, I pick busy all day. Nobody's fault, just looks better this way. Go down to Fred, and I'll have a ball. I've got a phone, but you'll never call.
Yeah. There you
Awesome.
go. Right, what's the name of that tune?
That song is called The Short End.
The Short End.
Yeah.
Now, you have a website?
Yes, rhymusic.com.
Okay, so they can go there and see what's happening?
I have a million things on YouTube linked from there, and I also have 7 albums to download for free, straight from the website, and also a link to the Leprechauns album that I cannot put for free, but is on iTunes, Amazon, everywhere else. So, yeah.
So YouTube, just type in Rye, R-Y-E, or...
R-H-Y.
Okay.
rhymusic.com, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, because that people are spell so many different ways.
Yeah,
Right, so
it's actually my real name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my parents were hippies, and I'm lucky I'm not Rainbow or something. So.
Rainbow Man.
Rainbow Rising. Rainbow Rising. I've been called that before. That's right. Go, man.
Oh yeah. Okay, so say that again there on YouTube. What's the name?
If you go to rhymusic.com, it's got a link to everything. It's got a link to the Wikipedia. You know, I've been on all these tours with a lot of famous people, and I've been on the road pretty much full time for about 20 years, and I stopped being on the road full time, I don't know, 10 years ago, and that only lasted a couple of years, and I was right back on the road full time again. So. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. I mean, literally, I've got a links page on my website that's got like 30 links to just every possible music thing that I've ever done. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. Star, you got something else you want to say for Mr. Rye?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to just kind of, if somebody was looking for you, you know, on social media and stuff, where would they be able to find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram. I'm all over YouTube. I put YouTube videos up all the time. I put YouTube videos up about music. I put YouTube videos about technology. I also do run a cryptocurrency blog, and I also put a lot of political stuff up right now. I don't know if you guys know about what's happening in Virginia right now, but I've been vlogging about Virginia all week because it's a tinderbox that could unleash World War or a new civil war in this country. That's happening. It's happening on Monday, so that's kind of big news. But
wow. Yeah, no, I haven't actually tapped into that.
Yeah, well, Virginia is a very pro-gun state, and the governor is trying to eliminate all of the Second Amendment there. So, and literally people are saying, okay, go ahead, say what you want, Governor. We're going to come to town with all of our guns. And now he's saying if anybody comes to town with guns, they're going to go get arrested on site. And they've got these bulldozers that are meant for hurting people. I don't know if you've seen those. Anyway, off topic. But
yeah. So, and as far as like, I know that you said you kind of had to, you know, for obvious reasons, be careful and stuff and everything. But
yeah.
How soon do you have another gig coming up in the future?
I play at Hank's quite a bit. If you're familiar with Hank's in downtown, that's one of my spots that I play quite a bit. I've played on stage a bunch of times in the past. I've also played the Cove quite a bit in the past. In fact, the Cove is where I got served, which is why I don't announce my gigs anymore. But anyway, so yeah, I play all over the island. I even had a gig out in Waianae the other day, and that was really cool to get to be able to play music that far out, because that's out in the country, and I'm kind of a country guy, so it's cool.
Well, you know, this combination of you and Wolf together, I really like it. I'm really thinking about, getting some shows for you guys as a combination,
Love it.
Kind of thing. And then also having you guys back on the radio too, because I really think that this was one of our more, successful, enjoyable tunes, because we don't have so much electric equipment and so on and so forth to deal with. So.
Well, you said unplugged, so I just brought my guitar.
Yep.
I'm like, I can't be more unplugged than this.
You've been served.
Yeah, you've been served.
I got a admit, so when he said that, he got served. I mean,
well, there was plenty of song material writing right there.
As I said, there's 7 albums available for download for free on the website, and I think 2 of them are about the experience of having children, and then not being allowed to see your children at all for 3 years.
I can relate to that.
And that's just because you go through the heartbreak, you go through the complete financial chaos and devastation, and then but then you're like, all you really care about is your kids, you know. And then when somebody's still 2.5 years later, no, you can't see your kids at Father's Day, at Christmas, at Valentine's, any day. It's so ludicrous. And the fact that our system's like that, that's why I started doing these political blogs. Men are screwed in this country.
Yes.
Screwed, and it's so unfair. It's so ridiculous. It's like, oh, we got married and had a kid, now she gets everything.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that happens to 90% of the time. That's how it happens.
Well, I'll never get married
nationwide. Yeah, it's horrible. It's worse for the kids, and nobody cares about the kids. If some woman's getting paid, screw the kids. That's how our society is, and it's just wrong. And anyway,
gotcha.
Yeah, I got 2 albums about that.
Go get them. They're on YouTube. Listen, Ryan, we appreciate you coming down.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
And Wolf, Mike Wolf, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Doing unplugged.
Yeah, good to see you again, Mike.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Always doing unplugged on the rock here. It is the 3rd Friday, right, of the month now?
Yeah, I think we're doing the 3rd or the 2nd Friday. I mean, we haven't really dialed that in, but either or, we got to talk
2nd or
about
3rd Friday of the month. We'll keep you posted. Just be looking out for Star's post and, of course, my post.
Yeah, we do have a change, though, that I want to bring up, and that is the fact that in February we're going to do a Wednesday, because we talked about with SETI and stuff like that, so we still have to talk about that.
Okay, yeah, so
a possible Wednesday.
We're going to be doing a Wednesday show in February.
Yeah, in February, and then back to Friday.
SETI, I guess, we're doing something like that. So we'll set everything up. Don't worry, we'll keep you well informed again with this Unplugged on the Rock. Again, boys, thank you. Rod,
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you guys around real soon. And thank you so much for tuning in. The Rock Warrior with Star Rising. 101.5 K-Rock.
Perfect.